What's my mother name?
What's up guys, KW175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and this is the Poison Gym Cup. We're going to have a 3-part series, just some incredible duels. This is going to be the team that we're going to start out with, and if you guys seen at the beginning of the video, I spent a lot of coins and metal leveling up, both my Mewtwo. I got one that I leveled up the Psychic Shove, the other one I think it's Psycho Cut. So one I leveled up the damage, the other one I leveled up the purple, and we got the double Nihilego, chain level 10 Gengar, chain level 10 Lunala. I'm excited to try a few of these other decks that I put together, but with the deck that we're going to start out with, with having Mega Mewtwo X and Y, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. Double Max Revive and both the Mega Plates. So not sure that I really am going to like it. There's not a lot of utility in terms of plates. But I've just had some of the most incredible duels that I've ever played. So I did speed back I sped up the playback so I could show you guys, as many duels as I could. There's some really awesome duels that I cannot wait for you guys to see. Some epic comebacks. This match was completely just wait. But yeah, this is going to be a 3-part series because there are so many duels. So I think we're going to have 3 videos going in order. So, we're just going to it's going to be like the journey in the Poison Gym. And I had a lot of fun in this gym, guys. I really did. Let me know what you guys ended up with. How many wins did you get? What was your win rate? Like, how many matches did you play and how many did you win and lose? I'll cover all the stats at the end of the series, probably in the 3rd video. So, we'll just have to see how it goes. But I did pretty well. I did pretty well in this gym. So let's take a look and see what's going to happen here. I am a little bit. See, I didn't want his Tapu Koko to be able to attack my Nihilego. Normally, I surround the goal, but there was a pretty good chance that he could have knocked out my Nihilego with that Tapu Koko. So I am trying to go for that knockout, and that was a pretty risky attack. But I did not want that Sableye to come up and, put boot to ass. So now I'm going to go over with the Mega Mewtwo Y. He gets the clutch dodge. So now, I have 3 figures on the board. So he kind of makes a good play there. So I'm going to go ahead and attack. I get the Annihilate, so I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to move up right now. And now I'm risking getting surrounded. So I'm like, all right, I got to go back down and attack this Tapu Koko. And I hit a miss. Koko just destroys Mega Mewtwo Y. Like, what? What? So now I got to come off the entry point. He's going to bring down that Sableye, no doubt about it. Double chances. You know what? That's going to do just fine for him. Oh. So now we're going to be pretty much hitting Will-O-Wisp. All I can hope for is that I hit Moongeist and shift into my Psychic. So I would definitely move up with the Vibrava. But he moves out with Mew, which was surprising. And I get knocked out. Like, this is pretty much GG boys, right? What can I do? What can I do? I gotta attack this Tapu Koko. And we get the clutch spin, guys. We knock out that Tapu Koko. So now, I'm like, okay. Like, he can either move up with Sableye, he can move down with Vibrava, which is probably, I would think, the smarter play. Because it's going to be tough for me to knock him out. And I would have to attack with the Nihilego. Though, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the right play was there. But he moves up with Sableye. So, I decide, I'm like, you know what? Mewtwo has a pretty good chance to Annihilate or Psychic Shove, knock out. And we do hit the Annihilate. So clutch, guys. So clutch. I'm like, let's go. So I'm like, okay, what's he going to do? I can definitely... So he's going to block the entry point, which is a good play. Keeps me from being able to surround that Sableye. So now I can bring out my other Nihilego and get a little bit of backup. But that Sableye has a pretty good chance of knocking out my Mewtwo. You know, gold in the purple, he could confuse me. We hit the callback, so good. So now I'm going to try to rush with Gengar a little bit. And I'm like, all right, come on, just hit the white, let's go. So he's got that Sableye, keeps me from being able to knock him out. But chain level 10, Gengar coming in super clutch. We surround the Mew, he does gold block, so I'm like, all right, we got out in an insane situation, guys. Like, that should have been game. That should have definitely been game. So I'm going to block off the Zapdos right here and try to get a surround. But I think I'm going to go ahead, max revive my Lunala. You know, he has to hit gold in the purple to be able to knock out our Lunala. And we hit a miss. He hits the Thunder Crash. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to max revive again. Like, you can't do that again, bro. You're not going to do it again. He attacks. Gold into purple. I'm like, oh my god. So you know what? I'm going to go up here, try to threaten the surround. He does have max revive, so he's able to bring out the Koko or the Mew, and he chooses the Koko. He doesn't attack. So I make a completely retarded play here. For some reason, I think at that point, I thought he couldn't surround, because if you guys remember the bug with Vibrava, you know, your own figures weren't able to pass by. So maybe I don't really know what I was thinking, but boy, was I mad at myself for doing that, definitely. So I'm like, what the heck can I do right now? Like, I don't really have any, I don't have max revive anymore. So now I just have to try to knock out this Vibrava. So we make him poison, give him 6 weight, and now the onslaught from Sableye against Mewtwo. We do get burned. Now, I probably should have went Mega Mewtwo Y to get rid of that burn, give us some gold, and give us an opportunity to knock out that Sableye. But I YOLO'd, I kind of went for the attack against Vibrava. We get confused now. So, again, not really thinking. I should have went Mega Mewtwo Y. Making a lot of misplays. And we get punished. So the only thing I can do is attack here. I don't have gold. And we get the clutch spin again. Never punished, apparently. So now, all I can really do is go after this Mewtwo. And he hits a miss. We get super lucky. So man, it's like, I feel bad for you, like, Rain, dude. Like, come on. That feels pretty bad. So he's going to take the entry, so now I got to try to knock out. And so it's like, we've got equally, like, horrible rolls, and we've got insane, like just super lucky rolls. So I'm not really sure how to feel about it. I guess it's kind of equaling out. So, you know, I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna try to YOLO. So I'm gonna go here. Can't go through him. So he comes and attacks with Mew. So I'm like, okay, he hits the shuttle flip. So he's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go for this surround. So I attack. I'm like, I gotta get it. We get the clutch spin again. And we don't get a knockout. So he's got the surround set up, but he already used his gold block. He cannot move onto his goal with the Vibrava. So, you know, that was a pretty big misplay on his part. And we come back after being almost about to lose twice. That was insane, guys. Leave a like for that. That was probably one of the most epic comebacks I've ever had. And GG Rain, man, that RNG was insane. Okay, guys, so skipping ahead just a little bit, you know, at this point we have 7 wins. I have lost 2 duels total. So I'm like, man, I have a lot of wins to still get. We still need to get this Alolan Grimer. I really, really wanted to try him out in the gym with having 2 MP. But, you know, this was, I think, the day before the last day. So there was like 2 days left at this point. So, you know, we've had a decent win rate. And now we're just going to kind of go through some of these next matches. This one right here was just like super fast. You know, hashtag life. That feels pretty bad. So that's going to get us to 8 wins. Now going up against Taos, who's on a 9 win streak. Okay, yeah, I do remember this match. So this was a pretty good match. He's got a level 10 Mewtwo. A couple chains on Gengar, just level 2, or I mean level 4, 2 chain levels. You know, I'm actually pretty happy that I saved my UX cube, because I already had I put 1 UX cube into Mega Gengar, and then I got a 4th Mega Gengar, so I fused him to get him to 2 chain levels. So I was able to get my Mega Mewtwo Y to level 5 and chain level 1. So definitely Mega Mewtwo Y benefits really, really nicely with having a couple of chain levels. So I like this Toxicroak, guys. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously the team has changed now. So I got rid of the Mega Mewtwo X. We didn't even really, like, I skipped a lot of the matches because they were pretty boring. But I never really even got to use him. So, and I didn't like not having any double chance or like X speeds or anything like that. So right here, guys, I'm trying to knock out this the Seismitoad. And then I can go Mega Mewtwo Y and shake the poison, but I should still be able to knock him out if we can spin twice. You know, we're going to have to miss for him to be able to knock out our Mewtwo. And I definitely want to keep my Lunala away from that Alolan Grimer, because he does have that poison touch, just like Seismitoad. So, I'm going to go X speed with the Toxicroak, and I think we got a decent matchup here. Ooh, okay. Like, he can hit 140, guys. 140 for a rare. And he's a 3 MP in this gym. But gold and the purple, man, that acid breath. So I'm going to attack this Seismitoad again. Okay, we're going to go neutral. It would be really nice to have Sableye on here, but I am running the double Nihilego, Lunala, Gengar. Those guys are all, I think, a plus. I like the Toxicroak, wanted to try him out. I got him to level 5. And finally, we get the double Psycho Cut, and we knock out that Seismitoad. So he's not going to be able to... Ooh, and then we get another knockout. So here, I'm like, okay. I'm going to go Mega Mewtwo Y. And yeah, I go after the Mewtwo. And we get the gold into purple, so I'm like, let's go. So now he's going to have to go defensive with Gengar, and then I'm going to be able to move up with the Nihilego. I have been liking these Nihilego at 3 MP. I don't know that I like them all that much at 2 MP, but definitely in this gym. And I just, you know, you'll see, I just go defensive with them most. Okay, so he goes Mega Gengar. probably to, you know, fend off this Mega Mewtwo. Why? We going for the attack, and you guys are going to love this. Okay, so I hit Annihilate. I'm like, okay, we got to hit White, because I don't think I'd be able to move with the Annihilate. We hit the White, and guess what? Mega Mewtwo Y cannot be moved at all. So that Mega Gengar is not going to be able to hold us hostage, and then we knock out the Seismitoad. So I thought that was a pretty awesome way to win. You know, Mega Gengar, easy peasy, man, with the Mewtwo, Mega Mewtwo Y. So that's going to get us the 9 wins. At this point, we are 9-2. So we're on a 6 streak. Just taking a look at the ranks, you know, like already being in the top 10,000 after only playing a few matches. And look at this new clan. I've never seen this before. They have like a crucifix. So I don't know if they're Christians or what, but some of these decks look insane. And they all kind of have a common theme, you know, Gengar, Seismitoad. This guy has a nice dark energy deck, which, you know, at some point I do battle against one of those, and that deck is not easy to play against, guys. Not easy at all. But yeah, man, they all have like 97 trophies, so I don't know if this is the same guy with multiple accounts. But yeah, these Japanese players just kind of came out of nowhere. I definitely like this Tapu Fini. Level 10, leveled up the Pony Wish, able to get that Suicune and that Seismitoad out. And look at, we got V Nolan here. I definitely think that this is Nolan, buddy, from the stream. So shout out to you, dude, man. 13th place with a nice double Lunala, double Gengar, Seismitoad, and a Alolan Grimer. Pretty awesome deck. So we're on a 6 streak, guys. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen. I'm definitely trying to get that Invincible Trophy. We've got 3 Invincible Trophies in a row. So if we can get the Invincible Trophy in this gym, that's going to be 4 Invincible Trophies in a row. I think I have 6 total right now. So if we can get it in this one, it would be 7 Invincible Trophies total. So, you know, open up with the Gengar, trying to put the pressure on. I thought about attacking. I'm like, you know what, 1 in 4. I got, you know, like less than a 50% chance to hit my White. So the odds are pretty bad. The odds are pretty bad. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to get knocked out and be down. And, you know, and if he hits Shuttle Flip, he's going to be able to cover the goal and then bring somebody out. So just attacking there would have been a really bad decision. He's got the NK with the Malamar Evolution. Definitely not a bad choice. So I'm trying to get that Toxicroak up there. Another reason why I love Toxicroak is because he can hit hard, but he can still knock out Mew. And for the fact that we're not seeing a lot of Tapu Koko in this gym, I thought Mew definitely might be a lot more relevant. So I'm going to go defensive with the Mewtwo. And he does bring up the Lunala, so I'm like, alright. I gotta go Mega Mewtwo Y there, I think. Yeah. Mega Mewtwo Y. And we shouldn't be able to get... We shouldn't get knocked out. Can't move me, but... huge misplay. Didn't even think about him landing the Moongeist and being able to remove my Nihilego, but at least he doesn't, you know, go flying off through a portal into Ultra Space. So he is in the PC. So I do go defensive with the Mega Mewtwo Y, you know, because I had to, because of the Gengar. So then I'm going to back him up with my other Nihilego. And what am I going to do here? I mean, top ranked opponent. This guy's ranked really high. I played against some like really, really top tier players this gym. Okay, so he brings out the Scorupy. The Scorpy. Scorupy. Scorpy. Yeah, I think it's Scorpy. So I lose my Mega. So definitely wasted that. I can see the Gengar advancing and attacking, but he does do a Pokemon Switch, which, you know, if you guys, I would have attacked with Lunala, but then he would have been able to knock out my Toxicroak. So he could have just backed up and saved the plate, but he's still threatening that surround on Toxicroak if I do decide to move that Lunala. Now he's going to be able to move over and attack. No matter what happens, Lunala gets confused. So now this kind of sucks. But, you know, he may be able to defend for a while rolling into that Will-O-Wisp. As long as we don't hit Will-O-Wisp, we should be okay. I do need to try to get rid of that NK, and we are able to wake up our Toxicroak, which is, you know, makes it nice. So now we hit the Annihilate. This is a situation where Annihilate does force me into a surround. So Annihilate, I think, is good when you're offensive. Annihilate is horrible when you're using Mewtwo or Mega Mewtwo Y defensively. We got the gold, but we do get the callback, so nothing he can do there, but he does try to go for the dodge, even though the callback's not going to do anything. And we do get that surround, so was really happy about that. Sky playing very well. And I just go for the attack again. Cannot knock out this NK, and the funny thing is he probably wants that NK to be knocked out, because when it comes out of the PC, it is going to evolve into Malamar. So, like, either way, I mean, I think he's good with it. And he lands the Moongeist, which our Gengar really had zero chance of surviving there. We really needed dodge. So I am going to max revive. And I definitely want to go defensive with that Gengar, because definitely don't want that Lunala to be able to come up and attack freely and try to knock us out. So I think what I do here is just continue to bang on this door. Finally, we get this NK knocked out. We are going to be confused, which, you know, it isn't completely horrible for the Toxicroak, but one of our biggest, you know, white attacks is going to shift into a miss. And we're just kind of, you know, in a really bad spot. We're locked down. Our figures are pretty weak at this point. Now, I think that was a pretty big misplay, because we had a solid chance of going into that Will-O-Wisp. And now his Lunala is burned. So I'm not too mad about that. I'm actually really happy to see that. So I do move over my Nihilego, because he would have definitely sacrificed his Lunala to get a banish. Though we can bring it back as long as we land blue on the other one. But now I'm going to go after this Gengar. We give him weight, but we do have the chain levels. I'm telling you guys, chain level 10 Gengar is so nice. Solid 110 attacker. That purple isn't too bad either. It's really good for late game. Especially in situations like this where everybody's all bunched up together. So that Contagious Terror can just really catch people off guard. I go X speed, and it actually paid off. We're able to get that Gengar knocked out. So now we're in a decent spot. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take the entry point. And then I think it might be worth it to try to risk attacking with the Toxicroak. And we're going to burn him again. Just beautiful. So I'm thinking here, I'm like, should I just go for the surround and wait, or should I double chance and try to get a knockout, land that purple, shift into the 70, and knock out that Mew? I go for it, because I feel he's going to attack, and, you know, we're most likely going to do that. But he hits Shuttle Flip, and I don't even respin to try to see if, you know, we can land the purple. So now I need Mew to land Shuttle Flip. I need him to land Shuttle Flip. And almost. So I still have Lunala, and I need to land Moongeist Beam so it shifts into our Psychic. And then he just, like, moves over one. Like, he's probably a little bit, you know, panicking right now, which he should be. And Mew lands the Psychic, so that feels pretty bad. Really lucky there. And we do get the surround on Sky, and that's going to be GG. So, good game, Sky. You know, you almost had us. So he goes for the attack, and he does get the knockout. But not going to be able to take the goal anyway because of that symbiote marker. So we're going to give it to Gengar, because Gengar just, you know, came in clutch by with that X speed knocking out the other Gengar, which really gave us some momentum. That is going to be 10 wins. We do get the Alolan Grimer. Looks pretty awesome, just this like toxic waste sludge. You know, definitely want to try him out. I definitely do. But yeah, man, we're on a decent streak. So trying to get that 11-win streak, Invincible Trophy. 7 wins in a row, 2 losses. Gonna jump right into another match, guys. And definitely leave a like, guys, if you guys are enjoying the video. These have been some pretty awesome duels, if I do say so myself. And now, our next opponent, guys. This dude is ranked over 2,200. 2249 to our 1763. And I'm like, oh my god, we're on a 7 streak. I'm like, come on, man. Like, because you do got to get a little bit lucky to get these 11-win streak Invincible trophies. You know, to go 11 matches in a row. So, like, to, you know, not having RNG completely screw you over, you know, is pretty tough. So, you know, if you can get a couple noob opponents to get some easy wins, you know, if RNG can be on your side, like, everything kind of has to align and go perfectly. So, you know, I'm a little bit nervous, man. This is a solid team, guys. Solid team. So I kind of like how I've been setting up with this team. This team has been feeling very, very strong for me. So I'm going to stick with it. Like I never change teams while I'm in a win streak. I'll keep using the same team. So I go after this Sableye. We do get the knockout, which is real nice. And I would have been okay with Annihilate there as well. Hop over, take that entry point. I don't think he has long throw. I mean, I'm sure I would have checked that though. Like, and if he had long throw or something, I definitely wouldn't have took it. But so now right here, that was a dumb play. That was a dumb play, and I'll tell you why. So I attack, and you know, we do get the knockout. Now he's gonna bring out his Gengar. Okay, so he's going to be able to go right through us and knock us out. So otherwise, like if I wouldn't have put that Toxicroak there, I would have been able to run and kind of get out of there. So I do want to attack this this Gengar. We hit the Annihilate, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to be able to jump back here. But that was a misplay as well, because now he's going to be able to threaten game. I have to cover the goal, and he's going to be able to go through me anyway. So, you know, I should have thought about that. And we're going to lose our Mega Mewtwo Y. So I should have definitely took the respin and went for that gold attack and tried to knock out that Gengar. You know, you got to be able to see ahead, guys. You got to kind of, you know, you got to take a really good look at the board before you make a move and try to think of a few steps ahead. Had I have done that, you know, I definitely would have, you know, just went for it. Because so now he does have a sneaky little surround setup on us. So I'm going to go and try to poison, you know, and attack this Lunala. And we do land the poison jab. We get knocked out in the process, but that Lunala is going to be poisoned. And I like it. Definitely like it. So I am going to max revive. Get this Toxicroak back out in action. And now we do have a shot of knocking out that Lunala. So he moves up. I go for it. Toxicroak OP, boys. Now he's going to go cover up the goal, and then we can move over, take the entry point, keep that Sableye from getting out. Okay, we land the callback, so definitely good with that. And I love the Nihilego. Anybody that's running Phantom Energy, you shut it down. Like, they have to hang on to that Phantom Energy plate. So either way, like, they can't benefit from Phantom Energy. They play it. Now, I set up this surround here. I feel like, look, as long as we land white or blue, we win. He's going to go Mega Gengar, though, and hold our Toxicroak. Very good play. Very good play indeed. So, I'm going to get my Lunala out. Now we are risking getting surrounded. So I jump over and I want to attack. And we get lucky. We knock him out. And I was kind of hoping he'd go there with his Mega Gengar. So now we have another surround set up, trying to waste those turns. And so now he's just regular old Gengar. We're going to move back, take the entry point. Yeah, things are looking great. He is going to poison our Lunala, which kind of sucks. But not a whole lot you can do about it. I could have max revive there and got a surround. Right? I think I still had max revive. Yeah, now I play the max revive. Yeah, I should have surrounded him. So that was a misplay. But I was, I guess, afraid he was going to knock out my Toxicroak. I don't know. Now he does poison us. So now I want to try to get some backup for that Gengar. Because he is going to be playing the Phantom Energy now. And both of our Nihilego are on the board. So, you know, he hung on to it. We got a good chunk of the match done without having to worry about the Phantom Energy. But it is in effect now. So I moved my Lunala there, and I'll tell you why. I have a surround set up no matter where he goes. But he gets the Moongeist Beam. So, you know, we did our best. I think that was a really good play. You know, we had the right board set up that we could surround that Lunala no matter where he came. Okay, so now I'm going to advance with the Nihilego. I don't know if I have gold left on it or not. I don't think it's been in battle. And we knock out that Lunala, man. It's just Toxicroak, man. OP. We're in the callback. So he's pretty much, yeah. So we give him weight here. So this is actually really, really nice. So I can set up a surround on this Sableye. And he's got several turns to go before he's going to get another Ghost type out. But he does have a max revive. And we give him weight. So we take out the Sableye. And we just can't quite get to surround that Lunala. Now here, I think I definitely make a misplay. Yeah, so, you know, he wasn't even in a position that he was able to knock us out with this Gengar, but I moved him in a position to where he could. You know, he could have went right through our Gengar, not get surrounded and knock him out. And look at that, guys. A clutch knockout on that Gengar with the Earthquake. We get super lucky. And now as long as we land purple or blue, we can't land it. I'm like, come on, Gengar. All right, so I'm in a position here, I think, to YOLO. So I do. And we get lucky. Toxicroak, guys. Toxicroak all the way, man. That dude, such a good figure, man. I've been loving him. He does have the gold block. So I have to back up. Now, I could have took my Mewtwo and stuck him on the entry point, which I think might have been a better play. So there, I do back up with the Nihilego. And now he's not going to be able to surround us, so I go in for the attack. We do poison him, but we get knocked out in the process. But we are going to be able to get our Mewtwo on that entry point and go for some Psychic Shove cheese. So I do want to cover up the goal. That Sableye is pretty scary against my Nihilego. Alright, so I'm going to take the entry point. And if I was him, I would have put the Sableye on the entry point. But he moves over and attacks? What? I mean, we get the knockout, and I know what he's thinking. He's like, you know what? He's like, I'm just going to come out and knock out that Mewtwo because I have Phantom Energy. No, boys, not today. And I'm going to go for it. I don't care. I don't care. And we get the Psychic Shove. Let's go. All I need here, guys, is to hit purple or blue. It's like half your wheel. So I'm like, come on, Mewtwo. Come on, Mewtwo. You got this, buddy. Annihilate for the win. We don't get weight. GG. Wow, that was an insane match, man. Really, really tough opponent. So, yeah, 49 points from that win, guys. 8 wins in a row, 11 wins total, 2 losses. 3 more, guys. 3 more, we're going to get that Invincible Trophy. Hopefully we can get it. Like, you know, if the RNG keeps going the way that it's been going, you know, we have a pretty good shot. 8 wins in a row. We got super lucky on that first match against Rain. Oh my god, that comeback was insane. Definitely leave a like, guys, if you guys are enjoying the video. That's going to wrap up this one. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Part 2 is going to be coming out later today. I'll get it up as soon as I can, so definitely keep a lookout. And let's see how this streak ends out, guys. Until the next one, later, guys.